are now listening to the Purpose Pod, hosted by Allen Levi Simmons. This podcast is a platform to give listeners an inside perspective on purpose, business, and life experiences. If you're interested in finding purpose or discovering paths that could lead you into your purposeful life, this is the podcast for you. Thank you for tuning in. It's time for the Purpose Pod.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages across the galaxy, across the world, everywhere, children, people, what's up, all my beautiful people in the world. I'm so glad to be here on the Purpose Pod once again. It is time for another moment of purpose. And my guest today, Janele Gee, she kills the stage, she kills the mic, she kills the lyrics. She is dope overall. And she's just a dope friend. And I'm just so excited to have her on the show today. I'm going to bring her on a little special way. So you guys just bear with me and we will bring her on next. Bear with me. Let's get it. Yeah. Is the song on? Is the song good? Can you hear it? You can't hear it. Let's bring on Janele Gee.
Yeah. Made it to the Purpose Pod.
Yeah. What up? Hold on, let me turn this down. Some. Yeah. I like it. You like it. You want it. Sure. Come on, I'm over here I'm messing up your song. Let me let it play a little bit low. Hold on. Sorry, hold on.
That's my song.
Oh, let me hold on. Let me start. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back to the top. Pay some respect to the homie. Huh. If y'all don't know, this Janele Gee right here. Let's get it. It's yours. Huh. Yeah. We're going to talk about this. This is a smooth joint right here. Some bad things to you. What? Do some bad things. Whoa. All right. I just had to rock out to it, you know that, because it's a smooth joint right there,
It's yours. Make sure y'all go check that out. It's yours.
It's yours.
DJ Kid, it is everywhere. It's a little vibe.
I was so excited, when I heard it. I was like so excited, like Kevin Hart. I'm so excited. So yeah. Mr. Speller says, "Oh, we can't hear the music." Oh no! Wait! Come on, folks. We got to do that again. Hold on a second. Let me see something. Technical difficulties. We were jamming out to it before. Hold on. Let me do it again. Oh, you know what? Let me see. I know what I did. That was my fault. Dang. I wish I could just do this all over again. I just
did.
All right, here we go, folks. My bad.
So baby, I like it. It's yours. Say you're gonna make me have to pull up on you.
Janele, you froze on me. There you go. Yo, yeah. Can y'all hear that now? Can y'all hear that now? All right, if y'all couldn't hear that, I don't know what to tell y'all. It's my fault. And now you can't hear me. Hold on one second. Can No, you're muted now. So you heard that one. So he heard that one. I can't hear you, Janelle. Did you have a phone call? If you had a phone call, it might have messed up your video. So if you did have a phone call, just click off and then come back on, and it's cool. I'm gonna play your song while you do that. I can't hear you. Exit off and then come back on. Okay, it'll be all right. I'm gonna play your song while we wait on Janelle to come back. I'm gonna go ahead and do that again while we wait for Janelle to get her stuff straight. Let's see here. I'm gonna play that track for y'all again. It's called It's Yours, featuring DJ Kid. If y'all know anything about DJ Kid, you know anything about the baby, you know anything about Charlotte, then you know something about a little something about it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and spin that track back again. Like they say, DJ, spin that back. Let's get it. We go all the way back. Here we go. Let's get it. I'm spinning it back, Janelle. I got you. Can you hear me?
Baby, I like it. You like it. I want it.
Can y'all hear that?
So baby,
I can't hear you, Janelle.
I like it. You want it. It's yours. So you gon' make me have
Do you have like a headphones with mic, maybe?
You gon' make me have to pull up on you. You can make a good girl do some bad things too. Make a good girl do some bad things.
So you left the group?
You like it. I want it. You want it. It's yours.
Look in the chat window over here.
So baby, I like it. I want it. You want it. It's yours. So you gon' make me have to pull up on you. Pull up on you. Pull up on you. You know what I'm doing. You gon' make me happy. Need that ultra beam on some Kanye. Tell me, can you be the host of my Beyonce? Don't really care about what your friends say. You can have it your way. Yeah. Oh, I love the way you say my name. So something about you make me.
Yes, sir. So as you all just heard right there, that's It's Yours with Janele Gee. We're having some technical difficulties, but we're going to be back on track. It is all good. Let's see what we got.
Can you hear me
Please
now?
tell me I can. Oh, look at God. I can hear you. Turn that phone to the side. Yeah, there we go.
Should I put my phone on like airplane mode or something?
No, because then you won't be able to connect. But I don't know. I don't know. I usually put mine on silent.
Wi-Fi?
Sometimes it messes up, huh?
Even if I'm on Wi-Fi?
Yeah, I don't know how that stuff works. I can't even tell you. But it's okay. It's cool. We got to jam to your song a couple of more times. You know, for the people in the back who didn't hear it like that. You know, first come, first serve. You know what I mean? So, yeah, definitely. I'm definitely excited that you're here today. You know, I've been a fan of yours, you know, and you know, you're a very talented individual and you have a heart for music. You have a heart for people. You're a genuine artist, and you don't meet a lot of those kind of people, you know, who are like artists, singers, professionals. You know, a lot of people are smelling themselves too much, but you've always been this genuine person to me. I don't know how you've been to everybody else. So, you know, I don't know what everybody's gonna say about it, but you know, I'm just saying for me on my side.
I think that's the consensus when it comes to me. Is I'm genuine across the board. Okay.
Well, you know, in case somebody pop up on YouTube talking about.
All right. Cute in the comments.
Right, I know, right? No, but so Janelle, like, go ahead and introduce yourself to my audience. I just told them like, hey, you guys, she's a songwriter. I'm gonna go ahead and say she's a songwriter, a singer. She just went off. Oh, there she goes. So she's a songwriter, singer. She can dance. She's just energetic. She's very gifted. She's intelligent, and she's in Atlanta right now, and she's operating under the COVID circumstances right now as well. So, you know, she can't be putting on big performances for a lot of people, but she can do it virtually. And we're going to talk about that as well, because, you know
Okay.
me, I'm always about progress. So we're gonna move forward with this. So Janelle, go ahead and introduce yourself and just let them know something interesting about you. I do have a fun fact. Oh yeah, we do have that fun fact. So just let them know where you're from, and just like your background, and then we'll jump back into the interview.
Okay, well, what's up, world? I am Janele Gee, aka Wildhxart, and I am a rising artist, singer, songwriter, just all around Renaissance woman. And I grew up in a very small town called Lewiston, Woodville, North Carolina. So very humble beginnings. And I just fought my way to every opportunity. And here I am on the purpose pod.
On the purpose pod, on the purpose pod, living with a purpose out here,
Yes,
out here.
living with a purpose.
So you're talking. So you're from like a small town, like area.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So how does that play with So is it the small town, big dreams kind of a story?
I think so, for sure. Like growing up in a small town, especially um, in the era that I grew up in. I was born in the 80s, but I grew up in the 90s. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah. I feel
So
you.
in the 90s and early 2000s, if you grew up in the country, like you were either outside playing all day long or you
Mm-hmm.
were watching TV, playing a game all day long. So I had a balance of both. I would go outside and play, and then I would come in the house and I would watch
Right.
countless hours of television. And I bring
Mm-hmm.
that up because with all the television that I watch, I fantasized about being on TV.
Mm.
And my first recollection of that was I used to love Barney when I
Yeah.
was little.
I think me
And
too.
I so wanted to be one of the kids on the Barney show. I
Yep.
wanted to be on Nickelodeon, Disney Channel. Like I wanted to be discovered. I don't know what it was inside of me at such a young age. Like
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to be seen.
Yeah.
And I felt like where I grew up, where I lived, nobody had ever heard of it. Nobody comes
Mm.
there. So I used to get so upset that I would never be discovered. I would never
Yeah.
make it to be on Barney or Nickelodeon or Disney. I would never be seen because
Yeah.
I knew that was so hard coming from where I come from.
Mm.
And so yeah, as a kid, just television really made me fantasize about being on TV. I was addicted to Michael Jackson. I
Yep.
think mom said like as early as 2. Like
Wow.
they would try to turn the TV because I would have watched MTV for hours because they would just
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jackson like none other.
Right.
And as soon as they would try to turn the television, I would cry. I would throw
Mm-hmm.
fits. I would throw stuff. Whatever I had to do to make you turn back to
Yeah.
MTV because I had to see Michael Jackson. And he really made me want to be a performer. Like,
Right.
I don't even know how I picked up on it at such a young age, but I
Mm-hmm.
just identified with the power. Like, I saw a clip and
Yeah.
I remember like it was yesterday. Like, the room was dark. He was on the stage actually. The
Mm-hmm.
setting was dark. It was a spotlight, and he just stood there probably for a
Mm-hmm.
good 3 minutes. People
Yeah.
just they
Going
screamed,
crazy.
and then when that first beat dropped, boom,
Mm-hmm.
everybody goes wow. And I
Right.
wanted that. Like I
Mm-hmm.
wanted that without
Yeah.
even realizing what I was wanting. I wanted that at a very young age, and it stuck
Yeah.
with me. It stuck with me.
I
So
I can actually say that I've had that similar experience. Like when you were talking about like I wanted to be like, oh wait, because I wanted you to finish because I wanted to see how closely like we were alike. And I was the same way. Like Barney, like I wanted to be one of those kids on Barney. Like I knew that I could be a Nickelodeon's kid. I could be on Nick Jr. or something like that. I was like, yo,
yes.
I can do this. I actually had a guy. I know this isn't about me, but I'm gonna say this real quick. I actually had a guy come up to me and tell me, he's like, yeah, he's like, you know what, young man, you could be the next Denzel Washington. He told me this in high school when I was trying to go into acting, and he told me that I could be the next Denzel Washington, but I didn't have my parents. Yeah, my parents didn't have the money to send me to the school, So like he just told me that, and that stuck with me. But when you said that, that kind of resonated. So, and when I saw Michael, oh my God, like I was a little kid in my socks, my white socks, and I remember going to the kitchen on a marble floor, and just doing my little slides and trying to get my moonwalk in. I'm getting my pop lock.
I'm still trying to get my moonwalk together.
Oh Lord, girl, you said you had all the '90s to get that together.
Other days it's embarrassing.
You had all the '90s to get that together. I'm sorry. You're supposed to be. This is 2020.
There were so many other dances that came out. Like the moonwalk just seemed impossible to me. Like to me, only Michael Jackson could do the moonwalk. Until I think I seen like Usher do it.
Yeah. So exactly.
Michael Jackson taught him how to do it, but that didn't count to me.
That didn't count.
Usher do it. I was like, oh, somebody else can do it too. Like,
right.
They got permission to do that because only Michael can do the moonwalk.
Right. Only Michael can do the moonwalk. So that's the. But I totally agree. I totally agree with what you're saying because Michael. Oh Lord.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
You can hear me?
Yes.
I can't hear you.
Oh Lord.
People keep calling me.
You gotta cut your phone off. Try to do it back.
Okay, wait, in the chat. Okay, hold
on.
All right. Do I exit out and come back? Can you hear? Oh my God.
Yeah, you gotta tell your people to stop calling you while you're in the interview. Okay. So guys, people keep blowing up this girl's phone while we're in the interview. And I mean, I guess she's popping out here. So we're talking to Janele Gee, and she is a singer, songwriter. And we were just talking about our passion and our love for Michael Jackson and how we both were kids wanting to be on Barney and Nickelodeon. So like she grew up with this desire to be a big star. What's up, David? Happy belated birthday. She decided she wanted to be a big star, so country girl with a big city dream on her mind. Let's bring her back on. All right. So yeah, you're good. So we were talking. You'll be all right. I told you to put the phone on silent.
I did, but that don't stop phone calls from coming through. You're
right. But so look, I want to ask you this. Let's get jumping on then. So we talked about our Barney life loving thing, and then Michael Jackson, we love him as well. So, what is it about music that gets you going? Like, what was it? So you said Michael Jackson kind of like gave you that spark, and Usher, and seeing these performers. And, I know some people are just singers, and then you have singers who can perform as well. Like, Usher could sing and dance and get it popping,
Right.
So can Janet.
A total difference.
Yeah.
A total difference. And to answer your question, I would say, yes, Michael made me want to be an entertainer, but Lauryn Hill, she made me want to be a songwriter.
Yeah.
And I feel like Mariah Carey, because that was like, it's a mix between Mariah Carey and Aaliyah. They made me want to sing.
Yeah.
They made me want to sing. So Michael made me want to perform and entertain. Mariah and Aaliyah made me want to actually like try to sing. And Lauryn Hill, she made me want to write songs as well.
So you have a whole blend of all of that.
Like,
yeah.
Like her, she wrote songs, she sung songs, she rapped, like so she was like the glue to everything.
Yeah. Because you do all of those, like you dance, you sing, you rap, you write. So you're like the full, you're all around artist. You're like Michael Jackson in a woman form. I'm just playing.
Listen, I received it.
Hey, look, she said I receive it.
Little small way.
Yeah, get your
Michael, is imparted within me.
Right,
so,
get a piece of Michael's blessings.
Okay, just a little sprinkle.
Just a little sprinkle of Michael blessings, Lord. Please, Lord Jesus, let us both get sprinkles of Michael Jackson's blessings over our life.
Of his talent and his. I don't want everything. I don't want everything.
We don't want all of that smoke.
Of appeal, maybe, or the star power.
Right. I mean, it's a powerful thing, though, Janelle. Like to be on that level, like
It's a
Michael Jackson. It is a responsibility. So, do you feel like you're ready? And I know we're gonna get into my question lineup, but we're gonna have a conversation first because we're just talking like we usually do, right? So we're having a conversation. So like, so when people become like famous, after they start off, as a I'm getting my singing career, performing, I'm doing different shows, and then they get to that place, where they're successful. And I mean, you've been around these people, and you've also been on Success yourself. You were a part of a group called V4, and so and now you're doing your own thing right now. So I think that's dope too. So I actually let's jump into that. V4, Volume 4. Like, what was that like? So spring 2014, you guys were starting off. Can you tell me why you joined a group and how was it for you being in a group?
Wow. So this brings me to how I started to tap into the fact that I have a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
But just follow me. So I was out of college. I decided to leave school my senior year, just being transparent. And I was depressed. And I didn't know that I was depressed. Mm-hmm. And so, long story short, one day I wake up to the fact that I am depressed. And I'm experiencing all of these emotions. And within that, I felt that the only thing that could bring me out was finding my purpose. Mm. So I had always attracted different types of people, not even romantically, just on a basic, human to human level. Mm-hmm. I attract so many different types of people. And with that being said, I find myself encouraging and motivating and, wanting to inspire these people into a better version of themselves. And it was easy for me to do, to give that much of me to other people, but I was in a space where I was realizing that I wasn't giving that to myself. So when I was just, searching through the years and the decisions and the people and the mess, just the stuff, the only thing that really gave me peace and hope and a dream, the only thing that made me dream again, I put it like that, was music. The thought of giving myself a chance, because although I have this vibrant personality and I have these these gifts and these talents, and I even have people that push me towards those things, like it didn't matter because I didn't see it. I never thought that I could. I was ashamed. I didn't have a healthy ego, so I was shy about the fact that I can sing. I was shy about the fact that I could write music. I was shy about all the stuff that I was good at, except for dancing. Dancing was the only thing that I was never shy about, because it was one thing that when I displayed it, people, they gave me acceptance. Like I felt accepted. I felt like I belonged. Yeah. But when you sing, people are so critical first. And as a child, I was very fragile because I believed the best in everybody. So if somebody didn't want to be my friend, or somebody didn't like the way that I sing, it would kill me to the. And so I had to recognize that that was still a thing for me. And so for me, when I feel like I'm in a tough place, like I challenge myself. Yeah. I come up with the most craziest, ridiculous thing and challenge myself to complete it. So at that point in my life, pursuing music was the craziest idea. Nobody didn't know that I could sing. I sung one time in college, my freshman year at a talent show. It went fairly well, but my nerves was bad. I sung one time in high school, and this football player who wanted to talk to me, but I kind of dissed him. He booed me in front of the whole gym. And when you come from a small town, any type of activity
publicity
that's going on at the high school, the whole county is there. So I got booed in the whole county.
Oh, man.
And just so you know, I had to fight that picture I created for myself of that I can't do it and that I'm not good enough and all those things. So waking up out of that depression, that was the first thing that came to my mind. I'm gonna do music. Let's just see what happens. As scared as I was, let's just see what will happen. So the first thing I did was I challenged myself to record myself singing and put it on social media, put it on Instagram. Somebody saw something in me, invited me to the studio. I went, and I landed an opportunity to be in a girl group. I didn't go for that. I went as a songwriter. I got invited as a songwriter because what I posted of me singing was my original lyrics of something that I just freestyled. And the guy who called it, he was a rapper, and he was like, you know, that sound like, he's a great songwriter here. He was like, that sound like something I just did for somebody else. Like, that's so dope. I didn't know you did music. Like, come to the studio. And I was like, oh man. And I was in a relationship at the time, and my boyfriend at the time, he was a professional musician. So I had been around backstages at concerts, and I've been in studio sessions, and you know, seen the process, and I just tried to take what I, you know, got from that experience and impart it into that session. And it turned into an opportunity, and I just went for it. No experience, no knowledge, barely had the confidence, but something in me was just like, go. And I did. And that was on a Wednesday. This is so crazy. That was on a Wednesday. My first time ever going to Atlanta and ever being in a recording studio was that following Friday.
Yeah.
I joined a group on Wednesday. Friday morning, I got a phone call like, y'all got to go to Atlanta to record. I had never met these girls, don't know them, never seen them a day in my life.
You were in North Carolina at this time?
Yeah, in Charlotte.
Okay.
And
wow.
We all had to get in the car and drive to Atlanta together. We never sang together, like nothing, and make it work. And we did. We did. And it was such a great experience. It was a learning experience.
Yeah.
It was an empowering experience. And it was a shattering experience too.
Yeah.
It was shattering.
So you said shattering? It was shattering? Yeah. So I want to ask you about the shattering part, but since I have you here on before, I wanted to play a quick video real quick, a little quick snippet so that they know what we're talking about, and then we will carry on. This is the biggest hit right here?
Body Work.
Yeah. Okay. So we about to, let me see. We about to get that popping.
Y'all so we about to download Body Work, put it on your playlist. It's a great song to put on your,
because I actually, when I started playing it, I was about to get it popping. I was like, oh shoot. Okay, hold on. I didn't do it right.
You gonna show us some dance moves?
Oh, I might do a little side. Let me see. You know, look, I gotta stretch first, you know, when you
oh my God.
When you ain't stretching, COVID got us cramped up. Let's get it. Let's see where we at. Oh.
Hey.
Let's go.
Keep going till your body breaks the sweat.
Hold up.
Can you put it right? Let me see you work. Can you put it right? Can you put it right?
Whoa. Trying to make my body work. Hey. Whoa.
That joint still get me going.
All right. Let me start cutting up. Hey. Okay. We still go. Okay. Huh? Oh. Okay. Hey. Who that is? Hey. Whoa. Hey, you killed that though. Huh? Oh. If you ain't up dancing, something wrong with you.
Let me see that body move. Now bounce it back and forth, make it to what it do. Work. Turn around,
Hey. I'm sorry. Oh man, let's get it. Yeah.
Listen,
All right, I'm back. We back. I forgot I had to turn the air off. I can't be up here dancing. I ain't got no AC on right now. I cut the air off because the wind messes up my microphone.
shout out to the ladies of V4 Volume 4.
Yeah, I did get all of that booty shaking on. I didn't mean to get
Y'all, it's
that.
available everywhere. Y'all can still go play that, okay?
Y'all can still go play that. Y'all can still go play that.
Yes.
Hey, look, they wasn't ready for that. They probably was like, "Oh my god."
I wasn't ready. I about came out my shirt. My hair almost broke. I almost got water over my laptop. I'm trying to calm down.
Yeah, I love that. So that's dope. So we got It's Yours and we had Body Work. So we out here jamming today. We out here jamming on a Purpose Pod. So you mentioned that it was also shattering to be a part of that girls group, right? So what did you mean by that?
Okay, so the way that my mind processes things, good and bad coexist.
Mm-hmm.
Like you experience both with everything that you do, with anything that you're involved in. So just as many amazing opportunities it afforded us, there was also some moments of disappointment. And that's with something that you have to be real about when following your purpose. Everybody always wants to talk about the great part, but the way that I like to also bring reverence to the not so good parts, because those are the parts that live with you longer.
Right.
People carry negative events or whatever. That stuff follows you longer in life. Like, you appreciate good times, you do remember those things, but I can't say it enough. Like, those negative moments, like, they stick with you a long time. And if you don't have your truth within it, it can really, control you, bother you. So yeah, it did have its shattering moments. First of all, when we broke up, that was very shattering. I devoted a large part of my life, just like everybody.
Yeah.
I devoted a large part of my life, and I made so many sacrifices because I truly saw it working. Like, I saw it being the biggest thing that it could ever be.
Yeah.
And when you're following your purpose and you start to develop these goals, sometimes you can get so infatuated with the end goal that what's happening right in front of you can be disconnecting you, and you not realize it. I'm not even realizing it until this moment, saying this right now, but it's true. It's true. And so I was so obsessed with making it in this group that I was giving my all to it. And you have to have a healthy obsession with your goals, because it requires that type of intensity in your belief system to really achieve it. But you can never let your loyalty to something make a fool of you either. So for me,
Time out, Janele. Time out. You can't just come on here dropping all of that hot knowledge and trying to move forward with everything. You can't just do that over here.
I'm just telling you my experience. Like,
but so I'm asking, so like the disconnection, like so it could get to a point. You're telling me that it could get to a point in like pursuing my purpose that I'm so focused and fixated on my purpose that I could get filled with the desire of my purpose and get disconnected with my true purpose. So
yes,
I had to slow it down and bring it back because that made so much sense. Wow. What's up, Pops?
It's and it's something that can happen to anybody concerning anything that they devote themselves to. And I just noticed that for me, that's something that I had to heal within me, is like wanting to I had to heal in me feeling the need to overcompensate all the time,
right,
to make things work, because at that point and not to be deep or, spiritual or anything, but at that point, I'm not letting God be God. I'm not letting God be God. I'm trying to play the role. I'm trying to manipulate and make things happen because I'm so obsessed with it happening.
Right. Exactly.
And I had to go through that in order to get to this place where I can tell you something like this, and hopefully somebody gains something from it.
I mean, that's deep, and it's real though.
So that shattered me, that I loved something so much, that I wanted something so much, that I was losing myself, that I wasn't giving to myself, and that shattered me.
Yeah.
It's
so how does a person know when they're
enjoying how much I was giving, but nobody was recognizing that I was truly depleted, and I'm really running off a reserve of faith because I want to see this thing work. But I'm a Capricorn. Shout out to all my Capricorns.
She says I'm a Capricorn. Girl,
we will not stop until we reach the pinnacle of whatever it is that we're trying to climb.
Yeah.
And so, I've had to learn how to scale back from that type of mindset and energy and dedication to things, like still be dedicated, but make sure that there's a balance so that you're not missing the things in front of you that may be either keeping you grounded on your path or maybe showing you that you might, like, it's a hard right coming up. You might get prepared for that.
Might want to get prepared.
Music,
right.
You won't even realize, like, it's a hard right. Like, oh, shit. I mean,
So how does one know when that's happening? Like, how does one know when they've been disconnected from their purpose because they're so filled with those desires of success or desires for success?
That is not an easy question to answer, but I will do my best.
Yeah, like for you, like when you were going through it, what was it like? What did you notice? What did you start to notice when you figured out, like, oh snap, I'm depleted and I'm over here still giving from my depletion, and it's draining me.
Yeah, I noticed that when my life just started to get really, no, that's not even how I want to say it. Let me really, because I have to be careful how I answer this.
Yeah.
When I noticed it for me is when, like, nothing else mattered. Like, nothing else mattered. Like, when I would, like, I was willing to lose things and let things go. Like, I don't know, like, it was just a feeling. I can't even tell you that it was truly God, because when I'm in my way and when my mind is set, it's set.
Yeah.
So it was really just a feeling of, and a realization of, like, dang, in my boom, there was a battle between my personal life and my professional life. And it was a battle of where I'm spending my time and my energy. When it comes to anything that has anything to do with music, everything comes second. But I was putting, like, my own personal business on a back burner, like, just not being on top of things for Brittany. Forget Janele.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Brittany has obligations. Brittany has, schedules. Brittany has given her word to certain people that certain things would be, like, when Brittany was falling short because Janele was trying so hard to be Janele, that's where I realized that, dang, I'm still not, like, being authentic. Like, I'm still not being myself.
Yeah.
I'm only being one part of myself. I'm only on one side of myself. There's other parts of me that need to be nurtured too, and I was not nurturing those parts. I was only nurturing one thing, and that was my dream. And talking to my mom, like, I may not have called as much. My sister, I may not have called or come home as much. Just different. I might have told somebody I can cover for them, but now we got a studio session, so now I can't do it. Now it's like I went through phases where I was letting myself down. I was letting people around me down because I was so hooked on this working. So yeah, that's when I noticed like I gotta choose, or I gotta fix this. I gotta do something because my personal life was suffering and I was not okay with it.
You know, that's interesting, Janelle, because a lot of people, like you can see that in the industry, music industry, and even in Hollywood, that there's people who, they're really great at their gift. They're really great at, their gift. And it reminds me of even just Robin Williams, and like I met him in Afghanistan, him and Lance Armstrong, but your story, it just made me think of Robin Williams when he was in Afghanistan. I didn't know that this guy was going through depression. Here I am standing with Robin Williams and Lance Armstrong, and I'm just like, oh man, these guys from childhood, and just thinking about those things, right? Icons. But here, this whole time, this man is depressed. So when you said that, it gets me into why I do what I do, like my purpose for the Purpose Pod and everything else. And like when we have our conversations, our discussions, that it's more than just like, oh, let's talk about your gift. Let's just talk about your gift. It's more so like, hey, how are you as a person? How are you feeling? Are you motivated? And I feel like that's how our friendship has been able to more solidify itself, because it was more than just, oh, Janelle, you're a great singer. Let me try to just use you for your singing abilities and get you to sing all these songs.
No,
So
it is nothing of the sort. Like,
yeah,
again, right now I'm just in a transparent space. Like, and
right.
I was just, I want to brag about you for a second to your audience because it's really true. I appreciate this opportunity, first of all. Thank you. Because this is like, it's my first time like as a solo artist, and even as a woman in this new space that I am in. It's my first time really like introducing myself, not being in the group, like myself. Introducing myself to the world. So to do that here on the Purpose Pod is so purposeful. Like,
right. Come on now. Talk to it.
I want to take a lap, but I ain't.
Nah.
When things align, it just makes that perfect of sense. But that's not what I wanted to get on. What I wanted to brag on you about is that Allen is somebody that I have grown to really trust and confide in. Like, this is like my counselor, my mentor. Like, this is like a true friend to me. Like, when I am at my wit's end, and when I'm in that place and I can't think of nobody it ain't even that I can't think of nobody. I don't want to call nobody else. It's one person that I need to bring me back to where I need to be. And it's Allen Levi Simmons. Like, when he speaks, like, I'm serious because
appreciate that.
I truly see, like, I'm a seer. I see your authenticity. I see your genuine spirit. I see your desires to help, encourage, and motivate and inspire people, just like you just said, that the whole purpose.
Right.
I see that in you. And we all have that, but everybody doesn't house it. Everybody doesn't nurture it. So when I connect with somebody that does, I take that really seriously, to the point where when I'm in a bad space, when I'm at my most vulnerable at this point, I would trust my guidance to come from somebody like Allen.
Oh,
I think that's a big deal. Yeah, that's big deal because I'm that for people in my life.
Yeah,
like I'm that person that houses that, authority or power or responsibility, that gives that light, however you want to put it. I have that too. So, speaking about depression, like a lot of times when people feel depressed or down or just in a dark space, is because they don't know how to be strong anymore. And they don't know who to tell it to. They don't feel comfortable telling it to anybody. That's what drove me to that place without me realizing. Like, I thought being strong was taking it all on by myself, like, handling everything by myself, helping as well as, being a help to others. I didn't realize that being strong was also telling somebody, hey, I need help. I need, like, can you listen to me? Can we talk? You know, I'm like just saying, like, letting people in. So, you know, when I learned how to do that, and I'm still learning. But when I learned how to do that a little more, you know, it was a blessing, and it created space for my healing. And I can truly say that you were somebody that I just divinely, you know, connected with, that you brought me out of some spaces that I found myself drifting off into, even with healing. Like, you still it's still a roller coaster. So even though I know the things I have to get better with, the things I have to, you know what I'm saying, exercise more, like, there's still days and moments and times where I might miss that mark. So to have a platform like this where you can come back and reference it and get inspired and motivated, or, you know, clarity, or to be the person to, you know, help somebody out of that space, whatever, you know, the gift is in the moment, like, that's amazing to me. Like, that's ooh, I love it.
That means a lot. I appreciate it. I like it. shut that singing down. That was cute. I was trying. I forgot I was live. I forgot it was probably sound horrible on the other side. So
I don't know why you playing, because you can really sing on the low.
I can do a little bit. Janelle, know I can do a little bit of singing.
A little bit, but we ain't gonna do it today.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, not today, not tonight, not today. But but I appreciate that, Janelle. That really means a lot to me, and I hold that dear to me, because I believe that I'm a light bearer for other light bearers, like you said, like you yourself. Somebody's cracking up on there, but you.
I see.
Oh, you can't, huh?
I can't see the chat.
You're not on Facebook. I'm sorry. But Janelle, like, I wanted to jump on this part real quick, because you mentioned you brought up depression, and you know, I have like 8,000 other questions I wanted to ask you, but I do want to take this time to make sure that people who are going through things as they are pushing and pursuing towards their purpose, you know, they may be in that depressed state. They may have started a business, and you know, maybe their heart's no longer in it because they're pouring so much out for other people. You know, so I wanted to talk about depression because I know about it as well. And you know, like, when people talk about depression, it could be foreign to one person and not foreign to the other person. So there's a disconnect there. You know, so I just wanted to talk real quick with you, so that
my father, he told
say
me,
that again.
Like, I said I experienced that with my father. Like, he has no he has no, I don't even know the word to use right now, like, just no idea of, like, depression, like that. Like, what is that? Like, you know what I'm saying? So trying to explain it, you know, you kind of feel like you're not validated to feel how you feel because somebody doesn't get it, and that will further along create a wedge to separate you from everybody with more feelings of don't nobody get it, and maybe something wrong with me. It's a spiral, but you know, I
mean, I saw a friend of mine. He posted on Instagram and Facebook, I believe, that there was a guy here in Charlotte who was, I believe it was in Charlotte. Yeah, it was in Charlotte. He was laying in his car, or he was in his car slumped over, you know, and it said that the guy had killed himself, you know, and he was just, my friend made the video and he was just talking about how it's important to love the people close to you and stuff. So sis, I don't want, we're gonna come out of this little valley right here, but we have to go here. We have to go here.
It's necessary.
It's necessary.
Somebody still watch.
Right. So I want to talk about depression with you as an artist, as an individual pursuing her purpose.
Chaser. Just as a dream chaser.
Yeah, just as a dream chaser. As a dream chaser, let's talk about depression. Okay.
Yeah.
So you know, with me, I think that depression comes back more easily than it did before. Like, you know, before it was really hard for me to get depressed. Like, I was always a happy-go-lucky, but I feel like the moment I went through depression and I came out of it, it's so easy to go back into it. And sometimes you don't catch yourself doing it. So has that been the same for you?
Yes, because first of all, you can't classify yourself as depressed if you have not been stuck in that space for an extended period of time. If you just have a bad day, baby, you're not depressed.
You got a bad day.
Or it's just not your day, baby. Go to bed, up again, try to mind. You know what I'm saying? But if you find yourself stuck in that slump, if you will, or that dark place for an extended period of time, then yes, you are depressed. And once you've lived in that space for so long and you've gotten to know yourself in that space, you went into what I like to call survival mode, because that's where you go into. That's how you operate when you're in that space. You're in survival mode. So once you're in that mode, you're starting to make this a normality for you now. You know what I'm saying? So things that are normal for us, we do unconsciously. So sometimes, you know, you may just be having a bad day, but you may register it or internalize it as, I'm feeling depressed today, because it's something that you've come familiar with. It's a familiar trigger, and you put that trigger with a word. And all that equates to a feeling. And every time that you feel that feeling, your mind goes back to what it registered as the first time you ever felt it. Oh, this is depression. No, it's just a bad day. And it's okay. Don't gotta stay there. So when you so the reason why it's so easily, you know, why it's so easy for you to fall back into it is because you're aware of it now. Like when you become aware of it, then you kind of like try to fight it, you know what I'm saying? And it's like a thing of, the thing I try not to be is what I become. Like I'm trying not to be depressed, I'm trying to be happy, but on the inside I'm not really accepting my happiness, so now I'm depressed. No, you're not depressed.
Just having a bad day.
You're just having a bad day.
But what happens when the bad days are like, what happens when the bad days are like a month, or it's been this whole COVID experience, like this whole time has been bad? Like what happens then? Is it depression or is it circumstance?
But even bad is subjective. Like what's bad to you isn't bad to me. So I can't. It'll be hard for me to really go there, because I've come to a space with healing out of my depression that I find the light in everything now. So with COVID, you know, I was unemployed before COVID.
Yeah, come on.
I've been unemployed a whole 10, 11 months. And by the grace of God, I have made it. But there are some people that have never not worked. And now they're going through it. Yeah. So that's bad for them. I took this time to say, you know what, God, thank you for slowing the world down so I can catch up.
Exactly. Come on with it.
I was dealing with the thing in my life where I felt behind, because I'm growing out of all of these behaviors and these traits and these mindsets that I've had on myself for so long. And I'm stepping into a version of myself. And even with growing and being excited about that, I still have days where I feel behind. Hence, feeling depressed. No, you're not depressed. You're just moody right now. You're just moody right now, baby. Like, don't claim that. Like, don't even stay there. Like, recognize. I try to recognize how I feel and let it go. Yeah. It took my boss telling me, and I don't know if it would come out the same way, but how he made me realize it, because I was wearing depression. Like, it was like my outfit every day, like a uniform when I went to work. And he pulled me aside and he was like, listen, I go to therapy. I'm sure you didn't know that I did, but I do. And he said, my therapist is helping me through depression. Probably didn't think I was depressed. I am. This is a very successful man. Works at the top of the chain for Wells Fargo. It's very successful. You know, it just looks like they have it all together. But he was like, no, I'm dealing with this too. And I'm going to tell you what my therapist told me. He said he calls it sitting in the ring of fire. He's like, imagine yourself sitting in a chair and there's a circle of fire around you. While you're sitting in that chair, you know, you're getting hot. You're sweating. You know, you're feeling the heat and it's making you panic. Like you want to run. But if you just sit in that chair and really take a look at what's happening, you'll realize the fire's not touching you. You're not on fire. You just feel the heat. So don't trick yourself into thinking that you're on fire and that you got to move, when the real fire might be when you move. That might be when you catch on fire, because you're going to have to run through this ring of fire to get out of it. That's when you're going to catch on fire. But if you just stay still and if you just really look and just allow yourself to feel like, yes, I do feel hot right now. It's getting even hotter. But you know what? The flames are over there. Once you realize that you're just feeling the heat and that you're not actually on fire, you let it go. And when he told me that, I was like, what? What?
Yeah.
Like, it was so cold-blooded to me. Like,
yeah, I like that a lot.
Because I realized that I was holding on to it. I was holding on to the feelings that I was feeling. It wasn't really what was happening. I was still blessed. I've still been blessed. Even in my struggle, even when I felt less than, like I couldn't sing, like I wasn't good enough, like nobody liked what I was doing. Nobody liked my, my posts. Like, when I felt like people didn't see me, it didn't matter anymore. It didn't matter anymore. I realized that the wrong things was meaning too much to me.
Right.
And I had to be okay with, this is what I like to do. This is what makes me happy. Right. This is what makes me feel, like my best self. And so I'm just going to do it for that reason. It won't be to look for accolades or attention or acceptance, because those things were driving me into a dark place. Because I wanted everybody else to see what I needed to see for me.
Come on. So Janelle, hold on a second. Hold on, Janelle. Stop for a second. Hold on there, Wildhxart. Wildhxart. You over there, Wildhxart over here. Hey, look, man, you over here. You gave a good word right there, Pastor Nell.
I just told him use me.
Hey, look, tell him use me, Lord, use me. Hey, look, so the wrong thing mean so I love what you're saying. I love what you're saying because people need that honest truth, and a lot of people's friends won't tell them like, hey, you're chasing your career too much. Like, hey, you're chasing this opportunity too much. And Janelle, honestly, like I had to sit back and look at everything that I've been doing. Like, I'm like evaluating everything. We have the sale today. It was like the Blackout Tuesdays, right? And this is off the record, and then we're gonna jump back in, but it's to the point. Blackout Tuesdays, and I had to ask myself, like, am I going to, one, present truth, and then two, am I going to try to upsell to the point of I get a great profit, or do I just sell and make sure that people are saving money and they're paying like the lowest price possible, with my product? And then I was like, okay, so that's two sides, but then I don't want to be the broke, poor man the rest of my life. And then I don't want to be the rich, greedy man my life either. So I've never been that guy. So maybe I need to experience how it is to be rich and greedy. I'm just playing. So so what I had to do, Janelle, is that I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna post up my stuff and just sell it at a lower price. And if people support me, they do. If they don't, they don't. Right. And the reason why I said that is because it got to a place where, when I started the podcast, when I was doing the brunch events, when I was doing everything I was doing, I was like, man, I want people to support me. And then I noticed that I was putting my hope in the wrong thing. Your hope shouldn't be that people will support you. Your hope should be that the right people will surround you. Because if you have the right people surrounding you in your business ventures and everything that you're doing, those right people will steer you right. And like when you have oh my God, this is so righteous, Lord. But so when you got the wrong people in your car, you usually end up in the wrong place, because you always have those people that are like, you always have those people that are like, hey, Janelle, I know where I'm going. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. Trust me. So we have to make sure that we have the right people in our car steering us the right way. And if you've been going down the wrong road, and every time you get down the road, you hitting potholes, you got a pop tire, your engine blown, and everything seems to happen with your life we're talking about your life, not just a car, but things seem to happen with your life. That may mean that God is trying to get you to push somebody out of your car so that you can carry you along on the journey.
But see, here's the thing that I also want to put out there because, or maybe
Right.
it's me because I'm an overthinker. So I'm just going to say this for other people that overthink.
Mm-hmm.
We have to stop trying to see so far ahead. Like, we really just have to be present. Because you know what, even though everything you said, I totally 1,000% agree with. What if you're in a situation where God wanted you to be in the wrong car with the wrong people, going to the wrong place, having all of those issues, so you can wake up out of that?
Yeah.
You know, so that's where like we have to stop trying to just make everything something. Just be. Know what's good for you, do what's good for you, focus on you, or like I like to say, ways, worry about yourself. I wish I could put that on the screen. But yeah, like if you really are self-focused and self-aware, it doesn't matter if you find yourself in a bad position or in a good position, because you know that God is right there in it with you, and that you know that it's still gonna catapult you to your purposes some type of way. Like, that's why I said in the beginning, I believe that good and bad coexist. It does, because there have been some good things that have happened to me that have produced some not so great results. There have been some bad things that happened to me that have truly transformed my life into a better place. And I had to, there's a quote, I love quotes, and I'm gonna stop. But there's a quote that I love. It's two of them. Why I get so excited. One of them says, you have to accept the things that are for you. No, you have to accept the things that are not for you, just like you accept the things that are for you. And that is a big one. That's a big one. Because a lot of times we are quick to believe that something isn't for us. It's so easy to believe in the negative. But what if it is for you? And if it is for you, can you give it that same type of stern belief? Just like you do when it's not for you. Like, have you ever, like, second guess? Like, people second guess what's for them so much, but they accept what's negative so easily. Why do we do that? Like, we have trouble believing that good things can happen to us, for us, can come from us. Some people struggle with that. But when it's something that's bad happen, child, can't nobody tell you nothing different. It's bad. But if it's something good, like, I don't know, I'm nervous. What if it don't work? What if people don't? I ain't got this. You got to believe it's for you the same way. You got to believe, your belief, and this is where I'm at in my journey. Your belief is everything. And it's not, and you can't believe from a place of lack, from a place of like, because it cancels it out. And my last quote, and I'm just gonna be quiet because I can really my last quote for everybody, for my dream chasers, for my Wildhxarts, y'all better be Wildhxarts after this conversation, because this is what being a Wildhxart is. This is how I became P. Diddy and changed my name all over again. Okay, went from Brittany to Janele Gee, and now I'm Wildhxart. And this is why people call me Wildhxart, and why you gotta call me Wildhxart every time you see me, is because when you are a Wildhxart, you are crazy enough to believe in yourself and what comes with that. And when you're crazy enough to believe in yourself will take you to places that you never thought you could be. Come on. That you never thought that you wanted to go. Places like, and you might not know how to operate, but once you step in that room, because you believe in yourself, you in tune with yourself, you don't think too far ahead about how people gonna receive you or what's gonna happen. You just be yourself, and you attract the things that you want. You ain't chasing nobody. You're not manipulating no situations. You're not trying to scheme, lowball, overshoot, none of that. You're literally bringing what you want to you because you know who you are and you trust that. And that's being a Wildhxart. It ain't gonna make sense to everybody with you being yourself, because you are you. I'm not you, Allen. Come on. I'm not you. I can't fathom why you do the things that you do. You know, I could be over here like, child, I don't know why he trying to do this podcast.
Yeah.
Or I could be like, I love that he's doing this podcast. I wonder what made him do it. It doesn't matter either way, no matter how I look at it. What matters is the reason why you took it upon yourself to start this platform and why you dedicate yourself every week to getting on here and doing what it is that you do. That's
right.
only for you to know. I can't judge that. And even if I did judge it, it should never matter to you. It should never put a break on anything that you got going on, because your vision belongs to you. Be like that is your power. So I, you know, and that's being a Wildhxart to me. Like when I realized that that's what I was doing, like it's not anything that I tried to make myself do. It's just a decision. Like everything is a decision with me now. Like I choose, but when I choose, I just need to be in tune with who I consult with, which for me is God.
Right.
You know? So as long as I'm in tune, the decisions that I make is gonna produce. So I just had to make decisions today. I'm gonna do me.
I like that.
I'm gonna do me. And I took that pressure off my shoulders and can't tell me nothing there. I'm still struggling with it, but it feels good to own it.
It feels good.
It's still a struggle.
Yeah. And we're always going to struggle. Like we're always going to have that. Like when I talk about pursuing your purpose, like I want people to know, like, yo, you're going to have to struggle. And everything that you're saying and everything that you've said, like I agree full-heartedly with it. Everybody on Facebook was like, yes, oh my God, girl, yes.
I'm glad it's helping somebody, because it's the truth.
It is the truth.
Hitchhiked to the studio. I've walked. I've taken the bus. I've taken a cab. You know, I have. You know,
so what kept you going? What kept you going?
My relationship. I've given so many sacrifices to see it work, and always remember, never regret the sacrifices that you made because you feel like you haven't made it. You have to remember that this is only what the beginning looks like. So don't stay stuck in the beginning. You got to keep going. Reach the middle. Reach the end and see what that look like. But this is only the beginning, baby. Don't get discouraged. This is just what the beginning looks like. Amazon started in the garage. Now owner is the richest person in the world. He didn't fret that he was in his garage in the beginning. He didn't fret that nobody understood why he would start selling out of a garage or selling online where he could have a storefront and have contact with his customers. Nobody understood that. Because it was a time where that was not happening. But he was a visionary. He was a Wildhxart. He did what he knew to do. And it worked for him. Y'all better be a Wildhxart.
I'm out here. I want to be a Wildhxart. Everybody want to be a Wildhxart. What you say?
Follow me.
Oh, we got the Wildhxart right here. She over here cutting up. Look, you dropping bombs. You wasn't playing today. Hey, look, I was like, hey, you trying to be on this? She's like, for sure. She came on ready to drop some bombs. She's like, I'm ready.
But Allen, I was so scared. I was so scared. And I know you. Like we've known each other for like what 3 years now. But I was so scared.
Yeah. So you ain't gotta be scared,
I didn't know what I was gonna say. I didn't know what you were gonna ask. I didn't know what was gonna come out of my mouth. Like I know we always have great conversations of substance, but you still just never know. You know what's
like it could be that conversation. It could be that one.
It's divinely appointed every single time, and that's why you the person I gotta call when I'm finna jump off the bridge.
So you can have a divine in the counter. You don't want to be jumping off no bridge with somebody who ain't connected. I'll tell you what the Lord said. Hey, look.
That's not funny. I'm not trying to make light.
Yeah, let me stop. That was terrible. You about to see? You didn't.
No, but
this is what I'm talking about. When you let people in your car, they're going the other way on this one. My cousin Stephanie put up that hashtag Wildhxart. Hey, listen, people, listen.
Stephanie,
that's right. So if y'all have any questions for Miss Wildhxart Janele Gee, please post your questions right now. We actually at 1 hour and 9 minutes, Janelle. That's how fast time went by. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, please post your questions right now. She's a singer, songwriter, entrepreneur. She has a podcast, Red Pill Atlanta. We definitely have to mention that so you guys could tune in to Red Pill Atlanta
every Friday. Okay, so this is something I just discovered, Allen. I didn't know this at first, but you can only listen to Red Pill if you got an iPhone. And we were not trying to, but they don't have the Station Head app for Android users. I apologize. I got cursed out a lot of times behind that, and I could not understand what the disconnect was.
And here I am.
Only iPhone users.
Here I am with my Android.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Well, folks.
But for everybody with iPhones, download the Station Head app, search for Corner Radio, and if it's a Friday night at 10 o'clock, it's going to be time for the Red Pill with me and my co-host, Zai Kwanzaa. It's lit. We just two girls, you know what I'm saying, living our best life, telling our truths, and having fun while doing it. Might be taking a sip, but don't judge me. So, yeah.
Might be taking a sip, but don't judge me. That's dope.
I didn't say what I was sipping. Hold up. Don't be judged. See, that's why
that Fiji.
Hey,
Janelle. Hold on. Janelle. So, Janelle, you were making like some very strong points recently, and I didn't want to you were saying so much powerful things that I couldn't even just throw on and because you were hitting all of the facts, so thank you for doing that, taking my job away from me. But I'll just put, other than that though, I did want to just go back and reference it and let people know the person that we were talking to, or people that we are talking to, whoever's out there listening, all you people out there listening, it's crazy because I titled this it's not over yet, and you're like, I'm next. I put that up there. I didn't even talk to Janelle about that. I made that title myself. And it says I'm next. And the reason why I wrote that is because I wanted to speak it because I believe in Janelle and what she's doing. And like I said, if you guys you guys who were on earlier didn't hear her.
Live.
No, not again. I can't play it again.
Not on live.
All right, I won't play it again. Okay. Well, look.
Cry on live. I feel my.
Oh, don't make you cry. I thought you said no. I can't play it again. I was like, come on, man. I'm not in Nah, but Janelle, I really do believe in what you're doing, and I support your art because you're an original artist. You know what I mean? You don't get a lot of people who write their own music, first of all. And I mean, granted, you can sing other people's songs because I want to be a songwriter one day too. And it's I want to do a lot of stuff with my life. I am a songwriter. You're right. I write songs, but I'm not. We do. We need to get that Never Stop, Never Quit joint down first, But we'll talk offline about this stuff. But and that's what I love about you, because the creativity is there, and I know that with that creativity, you're going to be able to go into different places that a lot of other people will not allow themselves to go into. And I'm gonna say this right here because there's a lot of us who have big dreams, but we're too afraid to walk through the big door. Because we know that when we walk through that big door, big things are expected from us. And if we fail, people will know because that was a big thing. But like Janelle was saying this whole time, you guys, all the outsiders don't matter. Everybody who's on the outside, look, hey, the people on the outside of your whip who's making fun of your paint job, who's making fun of your rims, who's making fun of your missing light, whatever, the cracked window, hey, at least you're on the inside of the car. Come on now. Right. And they on the outside. But Janelle, look, hold on, Janelle, look, wait. So the people on the outside looking at you, and I'm saying, when I say your car, your vehicle, I'm talking about anything and everything that applies to your life where people feel the need to put their negative input on, so
check this out though.
But
here we are still giving power to other people.
Giving power, and that's what giving the power. Yeah.
It don't. What about this? It's not even about other people and what they may say. What if you do fail and it was a big deal because it was a big thing? And guess what? You just failed.
Right.
That's not fair. It's okay. Regardless of those other people, a lot of people pin it on other people because it's so much easier to do. It's called scapegoat. Blame it on
Scapegoat.
people. Because what other
Scapegoat.
people may think, like you start to let that be the thing to hold you back. No, it's really you afraid of you. It's you afraid of you, and and it's conveniently put on other people because you do value what other people think. But it's really you being afraid to be great, like you said.
Right.
You know, so
yeah,
go ahead and fail. That's what Denzel said. That's what all the billionaire, millionaire motivational videos that I watch, all the speakers, you know, even God, fail. Because even when you fail, you're not failing. And that's what we all have to realize. A loss is never a loss, it's a lesson. So why would we count a failure as the end all be all? No. It's just a challenge that we got to work at a little bit harder. We got to go back at it again. And with failing, now we have a more insight about how we can reapproach this thing, what we can change to make it work this time. But see, when you're afraid to fail, you're afraid to get out of your ways. Like you said, you're afraid to challenge yourself. You'd rather be mediocre in the things that you do, in the ways that you move, in the people that you hang with, in the things that you eat, in the way that you talk to yourself, the way that you talk about other people, the way that you operate in your workplace. Right. You'd rather be here because it's comfortable for you. Because going here, you know, makes you have to look at yourself like, dang, now I gotta hold myself accountable to a higher standard too. Yeah, you do.
And it sucks doing that though.
It does, because it makes you realize that you're still not enough, or you're still not perfect, or you're still not doing it right, or you still don't have it all together. The more, like, people feel like when they have to work on something that they're not good enough. No, when you work on something, you're improving yourself. You're improving. I had to work towards improving. I think that's so important. And you know, like she said, don't give people power over your purpose or your life, over your emotions, anything, like literally anything. Because there are people that you could give emotional trust to that can emotionally abuse you because you've given them that power, you know. And even if they're successful, you know, people have a tendency of giving successful people power to make judgment over their artistry, over their craft, over their skills. And when you give a successful person, someone who's lost a sense of who they used to be, you know, if somebody who's lost purpose or lost sight of who they used to be, and they forgot what it was like to start off with your own business. And, you know, so hold on. So those people right there are the people that others are entrusting their careers in, because they're like, hey, my boss tells me I'm not good enough, or hey, you know, so-and-so who's a famous person says I'm not worthy enough to be a singer or a dancer or an artist or a painter. You know, so like, don't let people cripple you based on their opinions. Yes.
I hear like a popping. Is that your phone or is that my phone?
Who's the smarter one? The person that, you know, got more, or the person who made more mistakes? Like, we don't know. We don't know. They both have their own right to, you know, have a strength in the situation. Because here's a person that may have learned more from failing, or learned different lessons, see a different perspective. This person may not have, because they got it all right. So just because they got it right doesn't mean that thing or that lesson doesn't need to be learned. It's going to still be learned in another way. So, like, you know, who do you really listen to? You don't listen to any of those people. And when it is time to listen to those people, you will know who to listen to. Because you started listening to yourself.
Facts. And once you learn how to listen to yourself, listen to the inner voice, listen to God, search God, ask God, find out from God what your next steps need to be, and He will make provision. Janelle, I don't know if that's my thing or your thing making that. Yeah, that was yours.
No, wait.
Yeah, that was yours. But so before we leave, folks, before we finish this interview, I wanted to make sure that you all knew that there is an opportunity to ask questions. So if you have questions, please post your questions.
I
if you have questions.
I'm so sorry for all my technical difficulties today.
Yeah, we ain't gonna be able to upload this on this one.
I'm gonna have to go invest into some equipment.
Yeah, you're gonna have to upgrade, Shout. You're gonna have to upgrade. If you have any questions, please ask your questions right now. We are going to answer questions and then we're gonna wrap it up. So please ask your questions right
Yes, y'all
now.
can ask anything that you want to ask. Like nothing is off guard.
Anything.
Let's talk.
Ask questions.
Chat. We're on
Let's
the
talk.
Purpose Pod. I want to know what your purpose is at least.
What is your purpose? If you got questions, something,
Yeah.
folks. If you got questions, I'm gonna play this video really quick. And then we'll get back to the Purpose Pod.
Blaze up the place, 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 drop the bass.
Yeah. Shout out to my boy Fode for making that dope video.
Okay,
Thank you, Fode, for making that dope video. Yeah, Fode did his thing right there. Thank you, Mr. Fode. Got a whole commercial out here, Kat. You right about that, Sean? But yeah, so thank you. I appreciate that. You know, we out here putting in work. Putting in overtime out here, trying to live, trying to feed our family, trying to feed our kids. But so yeah, if you guys don't have questions, I did have a couple of quick questions, a little quick speed round for you. Your dream collab. What's your dream collab? Who's the person that you would collab with? What's your dream collab? Drake. Ooh, that would be dope. What would be the title to the song?
It's yours.
Got him. You so it's yours on the remix. So Drake, we need you on that remix. So what's one of your biggest fears?
Not living to my full potential.
Ooh, mine too. What are you most proud about over your journey over the past few years? Like, what's the one thing that you're most proud about?
That I didn't give up on myself.
Ooh, I like that. You got to keep it there because you don't want to make it monetary. You don't want to be like, oh, I made this or that, because those things don't make you. Those things.
Yeah, you know, like, and I've been on TV, I've been on radio, I've, you know, had videos. We've done so much. We've opened up for major artists. Like, I've been to almost every major record label. I've been to all major markets and performed. Like, I performed at SOBs in New York, and we got a great response. Like, if you are an artist or a singer or a musician, you know that a New York crowd is tough and the SOB stage is legendary. So those things, you know, I could say are my greatest moments. I'm grateful for all those things, but none of that would have happened if I would have gave up.
Come on.
So I'm most proud about not giving up. That has allowed me to see what I can do when I believe in myself, when I trust myself.
I like that. That's good. So what's your most favorite song that you've ever written or sung?
My most favorite song is yours.
It's yours. Well, on that note, folks, I'm going to play It's Yours.
Everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all download that by Wildhxart, WILDHXA.
Wildhxart, y'all heard it from her. I'm about to share it with the people who just got on.
That was my first song that I had fully written. One, and then two, that was my first song that I recorded like after I left the group. So I had a lot of hesitation about, you know, entering into that space. Like, I was so dedicated to the group, so I feel like I was betraying my stance in the group, even after not being in the group. So that's my most favorite song because it's the first one that I made. It's the best one that I made it thus far. I mean, as far as like a completed song, I have some good half songs, but they ain't finished.
Yeah. Well, what we're gonna do is
my marker. It's the first one I put out.
Yeah. So this is your baby right here. This is your baby right here.
Baby, that's my little new boy.
So for all my sister, my cousin, and Molly, and everybody who joined on lately, I will play this for you really quick, and then we will be wrapping up the show. We're at 1 hour and 24 minutes. Let's get it right. Emma time.
Check it out, y'all. It's my song. It's yours. Sexy little vibe, cute. Even though he's playing it on SoundCloud, it is available on Apple, Tidal, Spotify, Pandora.
Baby, I like it. You like it. I want it. You want it. It's yours. It's yours. So baby, I like it. I like it. You want it. You want it. It's yours. So you gon' make me have to put up on you. Ooh, you gon' make me have to put up on you. You can make a good girl do some bad things.
Hey.
Make a good girl do some bad things. So baby.
Yeah. So girl, I like what you want to talk about. I'm just fine.
It's a cute little vibe. You know what I'm saying?
That is a cute vibe. That is a cute vibe.
That's for us. Okay?
Yeah. Ladies, that's for y'all.
Giving them what they want, but ladies, it's giving us the confidence to say what we want and accept what we want. Okay, so don't ever feel ashamed about wanting what you want. It's okay. You're a woman. You should want what you want, and you should get it.
That's right, because it's yours.
Because it's yours. As long as you like it and you want it and he want it, it's yours.
Stephanie put the hearts up for it. Good, that's what I'm talking about right there. Hold on, I just gotta. We're wrapping this up right now. So this is the Purpose Pod. Y'all know how it is out here. You know how we do it out here. I like how like you. It seems like we just creep into this, you know.
That's why I got the car on the cover.
Like I'm in a car. Yeah, we in a car. Molly like it. Molly said, "Ooh yes, hey."
So baby, I like it. I like it. You want it. It's yours. So you gon' make me have to put a smooth with it.
Janelle, we couldn't hear you. You was over here. I'll smooth with it.
I am.
You cut up. Yeah. But yeah, man, Janelle, I really do appreciate you being on the Purpose Pod. I've had a great time with you on here. It's such a blessing to know you, first and foremost.
I thoroughly enjoyed this experience. Thank you for inviting me. I'm so grateful to be in front of your audience and get to share myself and my journey. And, these things have never been easy. Like, me talking it's easy to talk, but to share what I shared today, it's not an easy thing. So I'm grateful for the safe space where I can be myself and I can tell my story. And I hope somebody leaves inspired and motivated and just, instilled with much more confidence to go out here and chase your purpose, chase your dream, create the life that you want to live. I'm not talking about no trendy, topics here. Like, this is real deal life. You only get one, and you truly have the power to invest in yourself, to be the best version of yourself. So I'm praying for that for everybody. I'm proud of us for continuing our walk in our purpose. And, I always wish you the most success and, love, peace, happiness, which I know is already upon you. And I know that you wish that for me. So I'm just fulfilled. Like, this was dope. I'm gonna get with you offline, but this was dope.
I appreciate it, Janelle. I'm over here. I'm just trying to be like you when I grow up. That's all.
Bruh, you already like me. Like, we're walking in our purpose and, sharing our life.
Right. That's right. That's all it is. Walk in your purpose. Walk in your purpose.
Don't be stingy with your light. Share your light.
Right.
Don't be stingy.
Share your light. Exactly. All right, now. So we're going to jam out with this. It's yours. Janele Gee.
Y'all follow me.
Wildhxart.
Encourage y'all.
Some bad things. So baby, baby, I like it. You like
Thank you, Janelle, for joining the Purpose Pod. Let's rock out. Let's rock out. Let's rock out.
So baby, baby, I like it. I like it. I want it. You want it. It's yours. Say you gon' make me have the love, oh yeah.
Huh? Yeah, you gotta hit the.
Love from you.
It's okay. All right, Janelle, I'm gonna put you in the back office, but I'll come back and talk to you, okay? Yeah, so this has been another episode of the Purpose Pod. I had Wildhxart on the screen with me, man. It was such a blessing to have her on here. You know, she was running a game because she was dropping some knowledge. And if you missed it, you need to go back to the beginning. We listened to her track. We listened to V4, the group she was a part of. And this girl is talented. She's a talented person. She's a singer, songwriter, performer. You need to go check out her podcast, Red Pill Atlanta. It's not available to us, us Android people, but the iPhone people got it. But yeah, so please definitely go check out Wildhxart. Please subscribe to the Purpose Pod on YouTube. Please subscribe to the Purpose Pod on YouTube. Please share this video. I hope you have a blessed day. Come back next Tuesday at 6:00 on the Purpose Pod. We will be back. Peace.